Welcome to the Don't Tell Me About Yourself podcast. We are here live at TalentSphere 2026 in Savannah, Georgia. And we are here with Brooke Wheeler. Brooke, hi. Nice to meet you. Good morning.
Nice to meet you guys.
Yeah. So wanted to start off by asking you just what brought you to TalentSphere?
I joined Talent Collective about a year and a half ago. I'm in Atlanta, and I spoke with Natalie on the phone, and she was describing what Talent Collective is. And I was like, that's what I've wanted my entire recruiting career. It's just a community. So I personally have started my own fractional recruiting business about a year and a half ago. And I know that meeting people and learning from them and having mentors in this space is the only way I'm going to be successful. Well, of course I will be successful because of myself, but that is certainly an amazing part to have. So I'm here for the community. Education is great. The retreat-like atmosphere is phenomenal.
I mean,
yeah.
It's amazing.
I have a candle that I made yesterday that I'm going to smell all day. I have rose here. I have a B12 shot. Like, I'm set.
I know.
I feel like I've been to the spa.
We're being taken care of.
Perhaps there's some good work that's coming out as well.
Exactly. Yeah. Is there anything in particular that you're looking forward, like, a session or a topic or anything outside of the wonderful spa-like environment that we've been experiencing?
Yeah. So what I've really enjoyed, and I went to a couple of sessions yesterday that are just speaking on structure and process. And that's where, when I go into a company, my job is kind of looking at companies that sort of have recruiting in place, but they know they need to have it more consistent to be able to grow. So I've learned, especially even from Preston Sharp, I'd learned from him, like, here are the ways to walk in and take over an existing recruiting team and, not come in as a micromanager, but really set up really good one-on-ones with them, speaking about metrics and things like that. So just kind of how to be a little more strategic all the time. And then, the AI stuff is all insane, but I think we have some really smart people who are saying, like, don't get overwhelmed. Let's just move forward and embrace it.
Yeah. Yes. And so with your industry knowledge, what are some of the challenges? I mean, sure, everyone's talking about AI, and I understand that is a challenge, but do you notice any unique challenges in your industry and in your business that we're facing today?
Well, in terms of the clients that I've walked into, they're, at a good spot, but they're all like, do you know? And I'm like, I'm trying to know with you, so I think, everyone just wants to make sure they're staying up with what's new, what's going to solve my problems the most. And I think the advice is just pick one thing, figure it out really well, and then try not to get overwhelmed by all the vendors that are calling us on a daily basis.
No. You also mentioned that you're in the fractional hiring space, and that space is really cool and unique. Could you just explain what fractional hiring is? Because I think some people, myself included, not too long ago didn't know what that meant. So
a year and a half ago, neither did I.
Exactly.
I did. Long story short, perhaps, but I was, have always been in corporate recruiting. I was a VP of talent acquisition for a fast growing, transforming fintech company, payments company. And unfortunately we grew to sell. And then the new company said, thanks for playing, goodbye. So I was in job search for 6 months and it was, like you would expect. I won't curse on your podcast because you haven't told me I could, but it was, it was a tough space. So after, coming in second runner up to a couple of roles, I just looked at my husband. I was like, if I'm going to work this hard, I'm just going to open my own business. So I had heard the word fractional and someone introduced me to Anessa Fike, who is a coach she's been fractional for decades, before it was the buzzword.
Yeah.
But so fractional in itself is a company who, perhaps needs expert level, executive level, and they're, CFOs, CMOs, recruiting, HR. They need an expert level, but not forever. They're not quite sure what their growth plan looks like. So it's a way to get part-time expertise at a fraction of the cost, fraction of the time to get you to the right place. And some of those may turn into full-time roles, but it's great for me on my side because I, have 20 years of experience. So I can come in and I've usually seen everything that a company is facing. So I can do that for them. And then like in, one of my last companies, I came in, set the recruiting structure and then hired a great full-time hire for them that can then take on my playbook and lead with that for now on.
Seems like it bridges a gap maybe sometimes for
Gosh,
businesses.
that was a great phrase.
Yeah. Feel free to steal it. It's yours now. But it's
tagline.
Yeah, it sounds like it can really bridge the gap, and that's fractional recruiting and work is just really interesting. And I think in the job market that we're in, it's really cool that you saw that and innovated and it took that step. I think that's really something that
I think it's the way a lot of companies
yeah.
are going to be working with so much uncertainty. I've seen now recruiting agencies that only do fractional. They only place fractional folks. So
yeah,
who knows? Maybe I'll transition to that at
oh
some
my gosh.
point. You never know.
We'll stay tuned. If someone does want to work with you or partner with you, is there a place they can find you?
Yeah. So my company is Restoration Talent Solutions,
Perfect.
which was a more personal name than it was business. I'm like, I can shape that into business, transitioning companies. But so I have that website. I'm on LinkedIn, of course. I'm under my name, Brooke Wheeler.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks so much for having me.
It was lovely to speak with you. Enjoy the rest of the conference.
Thank you.